Now that you've got your elastic wallet printed with your graphic design, you need a 2-inch piece of the paracord. You should grab your PBIS badge or any other card, like a credit card. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your design. I like turning it this way just so I can see what's going on. And I'm going to tuck my card in here and see where the fold of my print goes with the edge here. And then I need a nice straight line here. It does need to be at least a 1/4 inch away from the edge. You can use your seam gauge to measure that. And make sure you've got a 1/4 inch. So that small part of my white is 1/4 inch, so I better not go any shorter than that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check out the big scissors. Make sure my design is straight. And then I'm just going to trim so that now this is nice and straight like that. Alright, now I don't need the card, and I'm going to turn this the other way. We're going to sew this with what's called pretty sides touching. So my print is on the inside. I'm also going to take my little 2-inch chunk and I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to put the loop side in the middle so that I've got 4 edges touching. And you can decide where along here you want it. I usually suggest within the top inch here. So I got my paracord folded in half, my elastic folded in half above it like that, and you're going to make sure this edge stays together. If you're skilled, you can just hold it, but even skilled people slip up, so I suggest pinning by stabbing all the way through, turning and coming back on this side, keeping my edges lining up really nice. It'd be great if I could catch the paracord right there. There we go. My top and bottom don't line up quite right, so I need to shift it. Make sure that corner lines up really nice. Fit phrasing, stick the frayed end out here. Stab it to keep the paracord there. And keep that edge lined up good. Probably only need one clear down to that end. Now I need to sew from there to there at a 1/4 inch. Alright, at my threaded sewing machine, I'm just using a stitch number 1. I'm going to line my elastic with this raw edge that's got the paracord in it up with the right edge of the presser foot here. And now that the presser foot's down, I'm going to remove both these pins so that I can actually sew. I'm going to hold my threads, and I'm back stitching to the edge, and then I'm coming forward. I remove the pin before I sew it, and I'm going all the way to the edge, and back stitching. Make sure you trim your threads. And any of this that sticks out past the edge, feel free to trim off here. And then what you're going to do is pull it right side out. So what I've got is this little tube with a pull tab here that I can actually hook on something. My card, and slide right on in there. And there's only one last thing to do. It's going to fall right out the bottom. So, without the card in there, right side out, I'm just going to pull this nice and straight, and I'm going to sew from here to here, really close to the edge. Like 1/8 of an inch, really close to the edge. Alright, at my sewing machine, I'm going to line this up, and this time, the inside edge of the foot, that's when I'm going to line it up, so I'm an 1/8 of an inch from the edge. I'm gonna put down my presser foot, hang on to my threads. I'm gonna back stitch to the edge and come forward. I now have a row of stitching across the bottom. I've trimmed my threads, and I can take my credit card or ID badge, tuck it in there, and I can hang it from something.